The woman immediately saw through the brother in front of her. He had become a vegetative state patient because he had protected his scheming sister, and in the end, he had been taken off life support by the same sister, and died a miserable death in the hospital bed. But what she never expected was that her brother had heard every single thought in her mind, loud and clear. It turned out that the woman was no ordinary person. She was originally a Taoist master from the cultivation world, who had been injured while slaying a dragon, and had crossed over to become the sister's body. As soon as she opened her eyes, she noticed that her brother was plagued by bad luck, and his life was about to end. She tried to warn him, but he didn't believe her. The very next moment, a table lamp fell and hit his foot. As soon as the brother was injured, the second brother and the scheming sister rushed over. Without asking any questions, the second brother accused her of causing harm. With just a glance, she saw through the second brother's future. He would be deceived out of all his money by a woman, and then sold abroad to die a miserable death. Once again, her thoughts were heard clearly by the two brothers. The second brother was furious, while the eldest brother restrained him. The scheming sister, however, looked bewildered because she couldn't hear anything. Soon after, the woman mentioned that the sister would pretend to trip while giving her jewelry as a gift, in order to frame her. No one believed her, but the very next moment, the sister indeed fell to the ground, crying and apologizing with a poor performance. Only then did the eldest brother realize that this sister might actually have some abilities. The eldest brother decided to keep her around for a few days to observe her. However, the woman, new to this world, knew nothing about human relationships and social norms. She scolded the neurologist who was treating her, and even sold talismans on the street, which led to ridicule from others and tarnished the family's reputation. The eldest brother had no choice but to send her back to her mother's house. Unexpectedly, as soon as she entered the door, she was met with the third brother's sarcasm. It seemed that no one welcomed her. Her mother rushed over and immediately started scolding her, blaming her for being a troublemaker, and saying that she shouldn't have been born in the first place. She also mentioned that it was fortunate to have an adopted daughter in the family for companionship. Otherwise, she would have been driven to death by her. The woman, however, didn't care at all. She had already seen the fate of this family. In half a month, the whole family would go bankrupt. The eldest brother would become a vegetative state patient again. The second brother would be sold abroad by human traffickers. The third brother would have an accident, and the mother would be pushed off a cliff by her most trusted scheming adopted daughter. After hearing this inner voice, the mother was furious, thinking that she was cursing the entire family. But when she saw the eldest brother's pensive expression, she realized that it was not nonsense.